Hey there, it's Scott Ewert, the DIY web guy, and what I want to share with you today is how you can get traffic and leads using solo ads. So, what is a solo ad? Well, people maintain large lists of email subscribers, and these are solo ad vendors. Now, they guarantee you a certain number of clicks uh, from their list when you pay them to send out your email with your link in it. So they'll go ahead and send out the email to their list with your link, and they'll just guarantee that a certain number of people will click on it. Now, there's no guarantee from the solo ad vendor what the people will do once they get to wherever your link goes. So you need to make sure that you have a good lead capture page and it's geared towards getting the opt-in once people are there, because the whole goal of solo ad is to get a bunch of traffic fast, get the opt-in, get them on the list, and start nurturing them with your emails. So why solo ad traffic? Well, I just covered that a little bit, but it is a fast way to get people onto your list, and most subscribers are in the make money niche. So it's a pretty good audience. Now, the negatives to the solo ad is that because these are just going out to a certain number of people on somebody's list, is that they are not targeted leads, right? I mean, they might be in the make money niche, but there's no way for you to really sort of narrow it down. You can request from a solo ad provider that it goes out to, people in higher tier countries like US, UK, Australia, Canada. And usually we'll pay a little bit more for that. And some people have buyers lists, so they know who on their list was actually doing buys. So again, that might increase the cost that you pay per click. But again, the generally the traffic is not very targeted. And also, I've just found that the audience that opens these is pretty skeptical, right? I mean, these are people who are on lists and they get emails all the time, every day, a few times a day sometimes, and they're always being sold to. So while it's a great way and they will guarantee the clicks, you have to remember your audience and that they're coming from a place of they've seen a bunch of these things before. So try to make it unique and try to make it different for them when they get there. And the other thing that I will say is that the cost. So it's usually done at a cost per click, and you can get these anywhere from like 30 cents per click. So if you buy 100, obviously it's $30, up to a dollar or $1.50, sometimes $2 per click, depending on who the vendor is and if they're sending it to a buyer's list or they're sending it to a particular tier of geography. So it'll range anywhere in there. So my suggestion is always that you try out a vendor with a small number of clicks, see how the traffic is, see if it converts, what your relationship is like with the vendor, and then you'll start building a relationship with them, and you will probably get better traffic and better deals. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop into a quick demo. I really just want to show you a couple of things that I have put together. So the first thing is just a little cheat sheet for you that talks about how you go about doing this. So the first thing is if you don't have a PayPal account, and I know most people do, but just want to be clear that most solo ad vendors will take payment using PayPal. So it's important that you have a PayPal account that you can go ahead and make payment to other people using PayPal. The second is that you want to look for someone that's advertising for a solo ad. And I'm going to give you a directory, but there's a lot of places that you can find them outside of here. You can do a search. There's lots of little communities. On Skype is a great place to find solo ad vendors. So there's a lot of places that you can find them. But they'll usually post the price, number of clicks available, and I'm going to show you soloaddirectory.com. It's a good place to start looking. And what you're going to do is reach out to them. I would suggest you look at them, look at their website, look at their testimonials before you get in contact with them. And then you're going to send them a little note, however they want to be contacted. Tell them, hey, I'd like to potentially run a solo ad with you. This is the link that I'd like you to send out. Is it something that you can do? Because a lot of them have restricted things. They won't send for certain offers. Their list has seen it too much. So you want to make sure that you send them a link to something that you're going to advertise, something that they'll send it to. So send them a link, they'll check it out, they come back and say, yeah, that looks great. Then you can go ahead and process the payment. The first thing that you need to do is just confirm the price and the number of clicks and where to send the payment to. They'll usually give you their PayPal address. Then you go ahead and make the payment, and then you just come back to them with the transaction ID from PayPal, show them the proof of payment, and then you're going to provide them with a tracking link. So you can do this a couple of ways. There's website called goo.gl. That's a Google site that lets you do a link shortener. And I recommend these because generally they don't get banned by email servers. But you can also use PrettyLink or Bitly or other things that help you track your how many clicks go to a particular link. And then you're going to give them some swipe. Now, some solo ad vendors won't use your swipe, some will. So they'll usually take it, maybe tweak it for their list. So you want to have some ready, and I'll show you an example of what that should look like. And then just keep an eye on your tracking link for when they say they're going to be sending it out. Make sure that you get all the clicks. And then, you just want to measure it and see how it went. You got 100 clicks, you got 50 opt-ins. That's a great result. You got 5 opt-ins, not such a good result. So really, track that. Make sure you go back, thank the vendor if they ask you for a testimonial or they want to know how things went. Just respond to them and keep that relationship going with them. Okay, so that's just a quick way that you can, kind of go through the process. Now, the other thing that I want to show you is the solo ad directory. So this is called soloaddirectory.com. And in soloaddirectory.com, there's a guy who maintains solo ad directory, and he has a little bit of information there. But then basically, he'll go through and he'll have a list of all these different solo ad vendors. And what you can do is, I would just suggest you come in here, you click on a few, if you come over here and click on a mail list, which I've had a great result with, actually. And so he'll have a website here. He'll talk to you about how it works. He talks to you about where his traffic comes from, and he has some testimonials there. So, you can look all through these and just decide if it's something that you want to, do and go with, and he'll usually tell you on that page where to go and place an order or to ask for his availability or wherever that might be. So I would just use this page and start out with a couple and go through that process, reach out to them, and go through what I just went through on that quick overview. The last thing that I wanted to show you is some swipe. And the reason that swipe is so important is because obviously you want a subject line that people are going to pay attention to and open up. And this will help get the clicks from the solo ad vendor. But also you want to make sure that your email is congruent with that. And you want to make sure that the lead capture page that you send them to is also congruent with your email. And that'll just help you when you do get the traffic, get people to do the opt-in, and then you take them through your email and sort of nurture process from your lead capture page. So, go ahead and just write out a little bit of an email. What does it have to do with the video that you show them, whatever you're giving away, whatever that happens to be. I do a free video. I give them a little bit of overview here of that, and I go ahead and say, see the video now, and then I just use hyperlink to tell the solo ad vendor that that's where they'll put in my tracking link that I provided for them. And then I just go on and talk a little bit more about the video, that inside they'll discover a few things here. Watch the video here, give them a name that the solo ad vendor will put in their name usually, and then a PS, because a lot of people skim emails and you want to put something in the PS and have your link there again. So this is where I would just have another link to the website. So when they ask for swipe, you just want to send them this whole thing, give them the subject, the body, make sure that you've given them the tracking link, and you will be on your way. Okay, so that is a little bit about solo ads. So remember, like I said, to test out with a few vendors, do some small click orders and check your results. And if you like them and they were productive and a successful run, then go ahead and do another order. Make sure your lead capture page is strong and it gets the click. So it's congruent with the email, that it's very specific. You're targeting to get the click, keep it clean. Tell them exactly what they're going to be getting by trading in their name and their email address. And then make sure that you have a good sales funnel to move them through, because once they do opt in, you're going to want to, one, deliver what you promised them, but two, you're going to want several follow-up emails that show the value of whatever that you're trying to show them, help them with, or sell to them. So I just want to talk about some training, because one of the things that where I learn all my traffic training from is generally, with the concept of getting 25 leads per day. And there's a lot of different training that we provide in our training system, from Recruiting Juggernaut, which helps you recruit people into a primary business. We have a lot of Twitter training with some bonuses and pay-per-click. We talk about training on how to do mobile advertising, Facebook pay-per-click. We have a brand new course inside on Facebook. We have weekly webinars and masterminds and leadership councils and all sorts of things that are part of our training community. So what I want you to do is go over to traffictraining.thediywebguy.com and take some action. So just watch the short video that I made for you there. Again, that's traffictraining.thediywebguy.com. Now, right below that video, you're going to be able to click and watch a video on the next page that gives you some more information about our traffic system and some different pieces of it and what it's all about. Go ahead, get signed up for the training. It's awesome training and it's going to help you. I've taught you solo ads here. We've gone through Twitter. I'm going to go through some other ones as well, but you're going to get a lot more extensive, detailed training inside of there. We're going to get you straight into the Facebook communities and help you get started. All right, so I hope that you got some value out of this on how to do solo ads and that you'll take some action, go over and watch the video on what we have to offer for our traffic training, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.